So we're going to finish up this fraction decimal percent foldable with percents. You should note that per, cent are the root words in this. So this means for every 100. Cent, centurion, when we think about cents in a dollar, there's 100. Centurion in the Roman times was in charge of 100 soldiers. Century, there are 100 years in a century. So this is for every 100. Okay, per 100. So let's start off with a percent to a fraction. Write the number without, I'm going to abbreviate without with a W/O, the percent sign, and use a denominator I can't write today. Use a denominator of 100. That's A part, that's B part. Simplify is always the last step when you're dealing with fractions. So if we had 4%, the step would be, right, 4, no percent sign, out of 100. These two are equal to each other. Then you simplify that, has common factors of 4. So this should be 1 over 25. So if we had 24%, I would write that as 24 without the percent sign over 100. And again, it looks like my common factor is 4. So 24 divided by 4 is 6. 100 divided by 4 is 25. So 24% as a fraction in lowest terms is 6 over 25. From a percent to a decimal, it's going to be the inverse of changing a decimal to a percent. So if this was multiplied by 100, this is going to be divide by 100. And then if this says to put a percent sign, the inverse of that is to leave the percent sign off. Okay. So if I had 4%, I would say 4 divided by 100 will not go into 4. Put a decimal. It will not go into 40. However, it will go into 400 exactly 4 times. So 4% as a decimal, 0.04. Some students have figured out that on this one, move the decimal 2 places to the inverse of this one is going to be left. And that's showing the dividing by 100. A device that I've also seen my students use to keep this straight is alphabetically the relationship between D and P in the alphabet. So if I'm going from P, standing for percent, to D, a decimal, that's showing I'm going to move the decimal 2 places to the left. From a percent to a decimal, it's going that direction. If, alphabetically, I'm going from a decimal to percent, D in the alphabet is before P. So if I'm going from the decimal to the percent, I'm going to move my decimal 2 times to get the percent. So that is a memory tool that some students have also found success with in the past. That is all we have for today. Thanks for listening.